Hello everyone and welcome or welcome back. Whether you are a new Infinity Nikki player or you've been playing the game a little while now, you will know how important insight is in the game. So today I'm going to share with you the best ways that I have found to farm insight to give you a little bit of a helping hand. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you do, please don't forget to like and also subscribe for more Infinity Nikki content. But here we go. So before we get into the details and my kind of strategies, I will just give you a little overview as to what insight is and why it is important in case you are a new player and currently scratching your head as to what everything means. Insight is a form of experience that you will earn in the game. There are 5 types: bug catching, fishing, animal grooming, collecting, and combat. And you will earn the insight for the relevant class by performing that specific activity. Like other activities in the game, farming insight is time-gated, which means that there is a cap on the amount you can earn daily. Collection insight currently maxes out at 200, but combat, bug catching, fishing, and animal grooming all max out at 100. Insight is an integral part of the game as it is used to unlock nodes on the Heart of Infinity skill tree. You will be able to unlock things such as new sketches, additional abilities, for example being able to collect essences from items and upgrade your combat skills, and obviously you'll be able to work towards completing the miracle outfits by unlocking the sketches for them too. It is worth saying that if you are currently grinding for insight for the second miracle outfit, collecting the required insight is going to take you a while, and that is how the game has been designed. So be prepared to be patient, but I'm going to run through with you some of the ways you can utilize your playing time and hit those maximum levels quicker. This will enable you to focus on other aspects of the game that you might want to work on also. So the quickest and easiest way to get more insight is to utilize the Realm of Nourishment. The Realm of Nourishment is accessible at any Warp Spire, and this is where you can exchange resources that you have gathered for insight. This does come with a catch though, as you are required to use Vital Energy for this perk. Vital Energy is a resource that respawns over time, so you only have a limited amount per day. Occasionally, you will receive energy crystals from progressing in the game, which will offer you a quick boost of some energy, but these are quite rare. You can check how much vital energy you have available by clicking your map button and looking in the top right hand corner. The important thing about vital energy is that you need to be smart with how you spend it, as you may require other resources in the game that the different realms provide. So it may not be the smartest move to spend all of it solely on gathering nourishment, as even if you hit the required nourishment levels to unlock something, you may still require other things such as blings to progress it. It is worth knowing that the insight you collect from the Realm of Nourishment does not count towards the daily insight cap. So as a quick summary, the Realm of Nourishment is your quickest way to get insight, however it's not always the smartest. If you're in need of some desperately, I do recommend that you use it, and I do use it occasionally. I especially used it when I wanted to get to the next levels to unlock the sketches for the second miracle outfit, and it did work well for me. Outside of farming insight in the Realm of Nourishment, there are 2 key strategies that you can implement to make collecting insight that little bit quicker. The first is to focus on key areas where there are lots of spawns. This means it will be quicker to gather the items that you're looking for, therefore get the collection insight that little bit quicker, and also means that you're not traipsing around the map. For animal grooming, one of the key areas you'll want to focus on is in Stoneville, near to the Lavender Fringe Fields, and this is where there is an abundance of sheep to groom. Nearby the fields, you will also find bowlers, suspender weasels, and of course, berry sants. The suspender weasels are especially a good one to focus on, as they award 3 insight per animal groomed, and they all spawn relatively close together. You will also find a good spawn of these in the abandoned district at the Windrider Mill. Animals can also spawn in groups, so when you're gathering you may want to ensure you focus on these just to speed up the collection. These animals are the horses, which are found in Breezy Meadow and also in the Wishing Woods. In the Wishing Woods you will also find the crowned deer and the reef doe, and these generally spawn in groups as well. Near to the abandoned camp in Breezy Meadow, there are normally 2 spawns of Longstockings. These give 3 insights each, so they're a pretty good one to focus on as well. Also, if you like to do a daily loop around Flora Wish for the blings, I do recommend that you groom the floofs, kitties, and of course the bibcoon that spawn here as well. If you're doing something, you might as well tie it into that routine as well. And on to bugs next. The breezy meadow is generally going to be the area that you want to focus on with the highest spawn rates. Here you will find an abundance of the most common bugs such as pinhoppers and pearlwings. You may also find a blossom beetle, and if you do, you will want to try and grab these, as these will give you a higher level of insight. The abandoned district is also good for concentrated levels of bug spawns, specifically the Wind Rider Mill. Here you will find a lot of pinhoppers and also pearlwings. There are also a couple of scarf worm spawns here which give you 3 insight per bug, so it's definitely worthwhile doing a quick run around here. At night, if you find glimmer drops as well, these tend to spawn together in large groups, and these are very easy to collect as they don't try and fly away or anything, and sometimes you can find multiple groups together. So if you're bug catching at night, definitely catch these as well. When it comes to finding fish spots throughout the world, they are generally quite spread out, but the best areas where you'll find the most spots are in Flora Wish, Breezy Meadow, and the abandoned district. The first route I recommend is to teleport to the Well of Fortune in Flora Wish. Whilst you're here, be sure to stop and grab the cave fishing spot so that you can get your lampfish, then follow the river down to the coast. Once you're at the coast, there is quite a few spawns from the river mouth right around the area to the Stitch Street Warp Spire. That's a pretty good route. Another route you can take is to teleport to the Queen's Ruin area and then head towards the water. Then if you move north along the coast to find all of the fishing spots, you should find approximately 9 before you hit the wharf. Another area you should be familiar with following the Ribbon Eel event is around the Leisurely Anglers Club. There is quite a few different spots here and they are all quite close to one another. If you head from the club down to the Swan's Gazebo, you should get quite a few in one go. The best place for fishing in the abandoned district is obviously the Stellar Fishing Grounds. It is literally in the name. If you just follow the lake around, you'll find lots of fish, and as an added bonus, there are some rarer fish that spawn here, including the unique tall-tail fish. Collecting is generally the easiest to max out daily, and I have found I have done this quite frequently without even trying, just by picking up every single thing I see. However, there are a few areas where you will find that you can gather items quicker than others. The first spot is in Stoneville, just below the gliding training stone tree and between the manor. Here there is an orchard of wolfruit, which contains approximately 11 trees. Each tree has 3 fruit and 1 fruit provides 1 insight, so that is quite a lot to be gathered. If you find yourself in Flora Wish, be sure to head to this spot and gather all of the lamp blooms, which are so close together it will take you literally seconds to gather them. There are also 4 starlit plums here as well that you can collect. The very entrance of the Wishing Woods is also great for collecting glimmergrass, and you will find lots around here, so this is another good area to focus on, and there are some sketches that do require a lot of this. The final section of this kind of strategy is obviously combat. Now, these combat locations will not only be good if you're on the hunt for insight, but purifying S-lings will also provide you with blings, so it's kind of a double win. Like collecting, I tend to make a habit of seeing all the S-lings that I come across, but the key areas that you'll want to focus on is the abandoned Fanatic Wisher Camp, the area close to the Dream Factory behind Flora Wish Town, the area near to the Relic Hill Warp Spire in Breezy Meadow, and the Queen's Palace Ruins. These all have a good spawn rate of S-lings, and they're quite easy to come across. You don't have to go out of your way to find them, so it's quite easy to kind of rinse and repeat every day. You can also revisit the caves that you have obtained wind fragrances from, and although the chests won't have respawned, the S-lings will, so this makes for some nice easy insight gathering, as they all tend to spawn nice and closely together in there. So that is kind of one strategy you could try, but you may also want to try and farm those resources that provide you with a higher level of insight, so you are not just repeatedly clicking collect or farm, as that can get a little bit tedious. For animals, you will firstly want to focus on the unique animals, as these will give you the higher level of insight. The main ones are the Bullquet, located in Breezy Meadow, the Astral Swan, which is found in the Abandoned District, and the Dawn Fox, which you will find in the Wishing Woods. These ones are very important, as they will all give you 5 insight. The bibcoon and the 2 swans at the swan gazebo are also unique, but these will only give you 3 insight. If you try and aim to do these each day, you will immediately have a 24 insight before you start on those at a lower level of rarity. Other animals which will give you 3 insight include the crowned deer, the florist sheep, long stockings, noble ponies, and the suspender weasels. If you are trying to raise your bug catching level, the highest awarding bug is the socko. There are quite a few spawns of these throughout Floral Wish and Breezy Meadow. The sockos do provide you with 5 insights. So if you wanted to, you could go around just tracking these and quite easily get hold of quite a few levels of insight. In the Abandoned District and Stoneville, you will also find a few scar moth and scarf worms. These both award 3. The scarf worms tend to spawn with more than just 1, so it does make them more attractive to try and hunt as opposed to the scarf moths, which sometimes are in a little bit trickier locations. At present, the only unique fish is the chultail, which can be found in the Stellar Fishing Grounds only. As it is a unique fish, you are guaranteed the 5 insight. Lampfish, which are found in caves, do award 3. However, I have found these to be a little bit more tricky to track. Once you know where the fishing spots are, it is quite easy to remember though. There is one at the entrance to the Well of Fortune and one in the Cave of the Wishing Woods, and these are probably the most easiest to get to. The other rare fish include the carryfin, the herkerchief fish, the pallet-tail ribbon eel, and the ruffin. The idea for aiming for higher levels of insight items doesn't really work so well for collection, but I would recommend that you try and collect from the Chronos trees every single day if you are searching for insight. The fruit, whether it be stellar fruit or soul fruit, will give you 2 collection insight, and there is 6 on some of the trees. These trees are spread throughout the Wishing Woods, and when collecting them, don't forget that the mask wings will also be there for some of them, so do not forget to catch these as they also award 3 bug catching insight. This strategy doesn't really work for combat either, but if you keep purifying them as you see them, you will find that your insight increases pretty quickly. So there we have it. There are some strategies, some ideas, and some locations on how you can reach that insight cap a little bit quicker. I hope you found this helpful, and if you have any other suggestions, please feel free to add them in the comments. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.